Namaste and welcome to this special interaction on Tamil Nadu politics. As we know, uh, BJP Tamil Nadu President Annamalai has completed his Padayatra, which has actually stormed the entire state of Tamil Nadu, and it culminated with Prime Minister Modi going there. Mann and Makkal, that was the tagline of this Padayatra. And the kind of uh, gathering that was there in Prime Minister Modi's public meetings there is a lot of curiosity, and to discuss about this we have with us a very eminent political analyst who kept a very close eye on this Padayatra, and earlier also he has as a cephalogist, has a credit to predict absolutely bang on numbers when it comes to 2019 Lok Sabha elections, or even for that matter, Chhattisgarh and Himachal Pradesh election. So we have with us Shri JVC Sreeram ji. Sreeram ji, namaste.
Namaste.
And thank you for talking to our.
It is an honor.
So, Shriramji, how do you see this? What was so different in this yatra that it has created so much of so much of connect with the people, and it has created so much of storm in the politics of Tamil Nadu?
So I think, for the first time, a politician has traveled to all the 234 assembly constituencies. If you look at many of the people who go for the Padayatra, they will go for a particular region, they will go for a particular cause. But this Padayatra had a very, very important theme, which you said, Yen Mann, Yen Makkal, which is my soil and my people. And the message was very clear. This was to carry the good governance of Sri Narendra Modi ji in the last 10 years. This yatra started when Narendra Modi ji had probably completed 9.5 years of his rule in July 2023. And what is very unique about this Padayatra was the fact that Mr. Annamalai picked up the issues which are there for that particular constituency. If it is, say, a place like Gudalur, he talked about the animal-man conflict because it's a very hilly region. If we went to, say, a place like Tengasi, the water and the lake and the river issues. So when you make it a very localized issue, and for a leader to travel to all 234 constituencies, meet the people there, address the local issues, it certainly galvanizes. It created a kind of a narrative within the mindset of people that here is a man who is coming to my footsteps, as a result of which, like, say, let's take the case of Sivagasi. Sivagasi is a place which is used to be called as a mini Japan. So he talked about how the crackers and the mature fireworks, those things, those workers are getting affected. So this had that intimacy with the people, what they wanted to address, what the problems they have in their mind, what they are talking about in the tea shops day in and day out. When a leader addresses those issues, it strikes a chord with the people. And that is the uniqueness of this yatra.
Shanti, but is it also the first time that perhaps the grassroots level people got connected with the message of national level policies of BJP and Narendra Modi government?
Definitely yes, because we need to understand Tamil Nadu politics deeply, because south of India somewhere seems to have a disconnect with the rest of the country. And this is basically an optics and a fake narrative which has been created. Ever since 2017, beginning of 2017, till 2021, a false narrative and an image had been created around the Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi. Whenever he used to come to even inaugurate the government functions, even to launch projects, now go back Modi kind of stuff was done. So a lot of false narrative, a false imagery about demonetization, about GST, the north-south divide, Tamil narrative, all these were spun. And you needed a very strong leader who can articulate. mind you can articulate, and everybody must be listening to Annamalai now. We know how good he is in articulation, both in English and in Tamil. And in Tamil, when he articulates, people were able to understand. They understood in every constituency, they understood that the falsehood which was being spread about Sri Narendra Modi is absolutely false. And that is clearly evident. Today, when I step into any constituency in Tamil Nadu, because I'm part of a larger team which does a lot of surveys, and we're launching a mega survey also by first week of March. Now, the negative image about Sri Narendra Modi is completely not there. The anger is not there. They are seeing him as a world-class leader who's taking India to a greater heights. Are they going to vote? That's a different story altogether. But that negativity image has been completely removed by Annamalai. And and obviously in many of the places also the beneficiaries of the schemes of Sri Narendra Modi, either it be the Kisan Sammilan, or for that matter PM Mudra Yojana or PM Awas Yojana, all those beneficiaries, Mr. Annamalai also had a connect with them. They came to the stage and they were introduced and they spoke about it, and that created an even bigger positive impact.
Okay. Now, for the larger audience, this was a very long period yatra from August 2023 to now almost fag end of February 2024. So maybe around 7 to 8 months, and he actually traveled around all constituencies. So what was the modus operandi to do this yatra in comparison to say what say Rahul Gandhi tried to do through his Nyaya Yatra? Because this is longer period and still continued with some national message, and as you rightly said, localized issues. So how it was done at the management level?
I think it was very well managed because, there were several issues cropped up because one of the days there were floods would have come, as a result of which he had to postpone the yatra. In some places, an important meeting, he would have been called to Delhi for a national executive or parliamentary board meeting. He had to travel there. And in the middle, elections also came about. The 5 state elections also came about. He had to come to Telangana to campaign for. So what they did was they traveled from one place to another in the vehicle. And once they get into that particular constituency, Mr. Annamalai used to walk along with the people for few kilometers. And once he walks for a few kilometers, then the grievances will be collected. And then he would mingle with people. He would enter into some people's house, some, pottery's workman's workplace, and probably have lunch with them or have a coffee or a cool drink with them. And then he would then start his speech. So it had all the ingredients, which is basically he didn't tax himself by walking to all the 234 constituencies by foot, which is basically not possible, practically impossible. So they used an hybrid model. And here they were meeting people. They were meeting common men. Now, I don't want to compare, but since you brought about that yatra by Rahul Gandhi, so Rahul Gandhi met whom? He met George Ponnaya, who spoke against the Bharat Mata. He met a lot of people, missionaries. He met left liberal kind of people. He talked to people. There were people who were there who were also from Tukde gang. So this was not there. It was basically talking with the common man, dancing in the streets. People were dancing in the streets, playing their own local folk for songs and various things. So it was much more micro level managed one, and which culminated in a fantastic manner.
Okay, now let us talk about this particular rally that took place where, Prime Minister Modi, and he himself said that I cannot make a speech in Tamil, and he apologized virtually for that. But still people, came in large numbers. Was this just a party level machinery effort or common people actually gathered? How did it happen? Because these numbers are mind-boggling. For anybody who has watched Tamil Nadu politics.
Please do not mistake me for what I'm going to say. The common men, there are more than the BJP party men coming into the social media or coming into the ground and talking. It is the common men who are talking. In fact, Tamil Nadu BJP has got more common men who are basically, some call themselves as social media influencers, some even probably are living outside India, and some, their families are living inside Tamil Nadu, but they are there somewhere in America. So it is basically the common men. And I've heard of people who have traveled all the way from Kanyakumari and Tengasi and Tirunelveli right up to Palladam. Even I'm sitting in Hyderabad. I was even thinking, should I be going? But then I thought, I have media commitments. The same day I had to appear in several media houses when Mr. PM was talking, as a result of which I stayed back. It is a common men who went, along with obviously Karyakartas, because, several lakhs. And I think, I feel bad that Mr. Narendra Modi does not know Tamil. Because if he had known Tamil, the kind of connect that he would have had, this falsification would have never happened. But fortunately today, we have Annamalai, who speaks that kind of Tamil, who's as aggressive and as articulate as that of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So we have somebody who can actually create that similar impact as what Mr. Narendra Modi would have created if he had known Tamil. So they all admired him.
No, but there has been, for a long time, there has been a perception about the fear, DMK government creating some kind of, framing people. Now that fear seems to have gone. People are openly coming up and, carrying BJP flags.
See, I think, you can't stop. This is India. India is a democratic country. You cannot stop somebody from supporting the Prime Minister for all the good qualities and the good things that he had done. Because, several development projects have come. 11 medical colleges have been given to Tamil Nadu. Say infrastructure, highway construction, all these people are seeing. So today, there is more than the fear against the DMK government. It is the anger against the DMK government. So it is the anger against the DMK government, which is because Tamil people are very, very strong people. They have seen these kind of, tortures being perpetuated by the missionary, the government missionary on them. And they are very bold people, because if you remember, when Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose asked for the men to give blood, it is the people from the southern Tamil Nadu, Pasumar Muthurabalinga, they were sent as bunch of people saying, go and fight for the country.
Absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
Give me blood, I'll give you freedom. So it's a very, very, it's from the outside, you might look like, Tamil people are, not that strong, but they're very, very strong, mentally strong, physically strong, and they can do, street politics, as what they call in Bengal. They can do it.
So, but Sreeramji, let us talk about the impact of this Padayatra and the culmination in the form of rally. Traditionally, Tamil Nadu politics has been seen as the politics of Dravidian parties, one or the another.
Yeah.
I'm very curious, Congress has been a non-player virtually post-1970s in Tamil Nadu. Even if it has been a part of government, it was always with, some big brother there in Tamil Nadu. But still, nobody calls, Congress a non-Tamil Nadu party. Well, BJP is always, despite having consistent effort to connect with the people of Tamil Nadu or the issues related to Tamil Nadu, not just by Modi government, but earlier also Vajpayee government, BJP is always branded as, outsiders party or Hindi-built party. Why this kind of,
See, I think, it was a very careful narrative which had been spun by both the Dravidian parties. Both the Dravidian parties are clearly spun because, Congress had never been a part of a government ever since 1967. And today, Congress has got little support. Probably it has got 2 to 3% of support across Tamil Nadu. And that support also they would be deriving from minorities. But, because Congress had been looked at as a pro-minority, the other national party had to be projected. It was a perception and a projection. So they projected it as if it was a North Indian party, an Hindi party. Actually, Hindi imposition was done by Congress party. In fact, the new education policy does not mandate you to compulsorily read and learn Hindi. These are things which people are slowly coming to know. Because the Dravidian parties...
In fact, it gives option to study even higher education in your mother tongue.
In your own mother tongue, in your Tamil itself. Because Tamil people, let me say, you can do a medicine even in Tamil. You don't even need to learn in English. So these are things which probably both the Dravidian parties have never ever allowed. Because the media in Tamil Nadu is controlled by DMK. Even I'm not saying it. The Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, when he addressed it in the Tuticorin and Tirunelveli, made a statement. Lot of good work which I have done has never ever reached you, basically because the media has not been allowed to function independently. Media is still a tool. It's a very hostile media. With the help of media, they've done it. But today, as you must be knowing, that social media is catching up. Everybody has gotten access to mobile phone. Everybody watches YouTube and Facebook these days. Even in rural Tamil Nadu, I'm talking about Facebook and YouTube are two popular channels. And they're coming and seeing. As a result of which, and Annamalai was one of the most viewed. See, I was trying to compare one day. There was a program which was telecasted by a leading popular channel, TV channel, and they published it in YouTube. Annamalai's program, whatever speeches he gave, the viewership was around 30,000 in a span of 30 minutes. And Udayanidhi's channel had also spoken 3 hours before that. His views were, number of views were 600. So now you can know the kind of popularity which is there between the two. So the media had played a very important role, and that perception is also getting broken because again, you have a local, you have a farmer, and you have another Dalit politician who has become a minister in the form of L. Murugan. You have governors, you have Ila Ganesan as a governor, you have Tamilisai Soundarajan as a governor, you have C.P. Radhakrishnan as a governor. So now people of Tamil Nadu are coming to know that all these are falsehoods and they will fly. And that is what has been the challenge for Annamalai. And he has, I'm not saying that he has completely overcome the challenge, but he has faced the challenge, he has thrown it back, given it back, and today people are willing to listen to him and accept his viewpoint.
So now let us come to the real picture and numbers when it comes to the impact of all this. One, when Annamalai first time made the statement about breaking up from AIDMK, there was a UN cry. And I know in Delhi media and even Delhi political analysts, oh, BJP is gone for toss. Now nobody is going to, AIDMK was the last hope. But the things are turning out to be very different if we go by the numbers that are being discussed. How do you see this journey? Was it a very calculated risk that he had taken and then started his yatra? And how it is going to impact the parties like AIDMK or PMK?
See, one of the reasons for the BJP not growing in Tamil Nadu was because of AIDMK. Because I'm making this statement, reason because Jayalalitha found out in 2004, after 2004 elections, that if I align with BJP, minorities vote are never going to come to me. So if I become the if I become the spokesperson of nationalism, if I also pick up soft Hindutva, because she had it in her, she had sent the Karsevaks to Ayodhya. She had made statement that if Ram Temple is not built in Ayodhya, where do you think Ram Temple has to be built? So as a result of which, these votes, which are basically the core BJP votes outside Tamil Nadu, say in Karnataka, if you go, these are the core BJP votes, the 37.5% vote, these are the votes. Now, these votes were kept by AIADMK. And as long as you are with AIADMK, and people also in Tamil Nadu felt that, okay, why should I vote for BJP? Because they can't defeat DMK. Now, naturally, we have to defeat DMK. So, they're only capable of defeating DMK. So, let me vote for AIADMK. Now, you needed it because Tamil Nadu, unfortunately or fortunately, now charismatic leaders are required. Now, the MGR was an uncrowned monarch. Then Karunanidhi, due to his articulation skills and organization skills, emerged as a strong leader. Jayalalitha, for a film background and a tough character, emerged as a tall leader. Now, there was leadership vacuum after the death of these stalwarts. And none of the people now, either EPS or Stalin, can match that popularity. Now, Annamalai has struck a chord with two important sets of people. One, the youth, and the another is the Mahila, the women. And these two are seeing an alternative. And they have found. So as a result of which, now what is happening is he made a calculated risk of not getting into the alliance with AIADMK because AIADMK considered BJP as a liability, but actually they never transferred votes to BJP. Now, I want to make this to the national media. In Coimbatore Lok Sabha election in 2014, BJP contested that seat in alliance with smaller partners, got 3.9 lakh votes. In 2019, the same candidate contested on BJP with the alliance with AIADMK and he polled 3,93,000 votes. Actually, if AIADMK and BJP had combined with each other, AIADMK had got 4.35 lakh votes and BJP had got 3.9 lakh votes. But what did they get? Those AIADMK men comfortably went and casted their vote to the communist instead of voting to BJP. They either voted to the communist or they voted to the Kamal Hassan's party. Now, Annamalai realized this. He knew this was the ploy. As a result of which, that is the reason why he strategically made a decision that I do not have to carry AIADMK. And it is our vote which is going to go to the AIADMK. Instead, I am doing all the opposition parties' role because I may not be the leader of the opposition, but I am the leader of the opposition in the street. I'm not the leader of the opposition in the assembly. And he fought DMK tooth and nail. In fact, I had a video where I said August 5th, 2021, if I'm right, 2021, Medagata Anai, the Medagata dam, he protested. In September 2021, when the temples were not allowed to be, Vinayaga Chaturthi function was not allowed to happen, he protested. When temples were not allowed to be open, when cinema theaters were allowed and bars and restaurants were allowed, he protested. When Andiyur farmers were being denied their land and there was going to be a industrial township which was supposed to be created, he went and protested. When the petrol diesel hike, he protested. When the Adinam was not allowed to be carried in the kind of procession, he protested. When Thiruvarur, the temple town of Thiruvarur, the main street was renamed as Karunanidhi Street, he protested. So he came to the street for fighting. When Ayodhya Mandapam issue, Lavanya case, Lavanya who died there, he is asking for CBI, he protested. So people also realized that it is the Annamalai and BJP who are fighting against DMK. On the contrary, the ADMK were saying Pangalis inside the assembly. Pangalis means cousins. We are cousins. Either you rule or I rule. So now this is being exposed by Annamalai now. Hey, those two guys are Pangalis. I am the one who is fighting against the DMK, and they too want to rule. You take 5 years, he takes 5 years. He wanted to break that, and that is the reason why he had taken this decision. And I think it is a welcome decision, and people love this decision.
So now people have got option, and do you really think that these things will be converted into votes? What are the possibilities?
See,
what kind of scenario that
I as a keen observer of politics, Tamil Nadu politics, I've always been telling the support must be translated into votes and the votes must be translated into seats, which is what is the natural phenomenon in every state. Annamalai garnered a lot of support till 2023. And 2024 beginning, we knew pretty well that he is hitting double digit. He is crossing 12 to 15% is what everybody thought. Now, that 15% is now already the Delhi media, the national media is giving, some of them are giving 21%, 22%. I personally see a lot of 18% to 20%. In some of the constituencies, they're crossing 30%. And in one constituency, BJP has already crossed 40%. In one constituency. And that constituency is a constituency where BJP had never contested when they were in alliance. In 98, 1999, 2004, 2014, 2019, BJP did not contest. And in this seat, as on date, BJP is winning by a big margin, beating both DMK and ADMK. But in remaining seats, they are locked in a ding-dong battle. Either it is Coimbatore, because Coimbatore is going to see a four-way fight. Kanyakumari is going to see a bipolar fight. So now, case to case, it will matter. Right now, if you tell me, I do not have a crystal ball to say in terms of seats, but I can tell you that BJP is opening his accounts from Tamil Nadu. Either it is going towards Telangana of 2019 or West Bengal of 2019, only the next 45 days can say. But BJP has already crossed 18% vote share. It has crossed 18% vote share. And if elections are conducted today, they are winning one seat by a very comfortable margin. And in another seat, there are another 3 more seats. They are in a very big fight. Now, how they plan their campaign, what is the kind of candidate they're going to have, Mr. Modi's rally and effect. And I think we all know that when one party starts to take a lead and starts to shift the momentum in their favor, the momentum goes in their favor. AIADMK is crumbling in South, but it is not crumbling in Kongu. It is holding its votes in Kongu region, which is basically Coimbatore, Tirupur, Erode, Pollachi, because that is where they come from. So in South, it is crumbling. and BJP is emerging as a strong alternative. And I think that is the reason why I think those two places where Mr. Modi made his first two speeches, which is near Coimbatore and Tirunelveli, he had a very strategic thing, because these are seats where BJP is in big fight, and Tirunelveli will have an impact because Tirunelveli, you have closer to that is Tenkasi, closer to that is you have Kanyakumari, you have Thuthukudi, and in South, we know for sure that BJP is growing. So at this point in time, 18% crossed, one seat on the pocket. Now, how many more to add? That's what I said. Is it going to be a decent vote share and a few seats like Telangana, or something like Bengal? Only time can tell.
So you believe that somewhere people are taking into or connecting with Annamalai's hard work and Modi's guarantee.
See, I went to a place called Manamadurai. Just a sample I'm giving. A deep village in Manamadurai. On January 17th or 18th, I went there. And one remote village in a bus stand, I was finding few people who were there. And I was asking, whom will you vote? DMK. One fellow said ADMK. And one lady was sitting there. And I even have that selfie video with me. I asked her, whom are you voting for? Tamarai, which means Kamal, lotus. Modi ji. I asked, how do you know Modi? I know. Who else do you know? I know Annamalai. So she's actually saying Modi is equal to lotus is equal to Annamalai. And I asked her, why are you voting for? She says 6,000 rupees, Ujjwala gas connection. Now in a remote village, if it has gone, now time only can tell.
So it is going to be very, very interesting, Sreeramji, if what you are saying, is the scenario on the ground. And hopefully in coming days, I'll be speaking to Mr. Annamalai also on his experiences and the issues that he tried to raise. But now with the, elections around the corner, I think it will be and Tamil Nadu can turn out to be a big surprise, as many are, predicting. And if BJP really has to think about somewhere around 370, then it has to be there. Otherwise, it is not possible, because there is, when it comes to the north and the west, there is a lot of saturation. Already. So, let's see, for media persons like us and the, political analysts and the psephologists like you, it is going to be a very challenging and interesting days ahead. But thanks a lot for sparing your time and giving us insights, and hopefully we will continue our discussion week by week in coming days, so that we will be able to give a right picture to the people of the nation through Organiser Weekly. Namaste and thank you very much.
Namaste, Jai Hind, thank you very much.